So we come to the eighth part of the light heavyweight history of boxing, and we finished on Darius Michalski against Graciano Rocchigani, winning in the ninth round by retirement in Hanover, Germany. So we go to December. This is a WBO title, by the way, carrying on. December the 15th. No. December the 16th, should I say. 2000. Darius Michalski wins. Referee stops the fight against Ka Di King. And he beats Ka Di King in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight in Essen, Germany. So Michalski beats Ka Di King in the 7th round from the US in Essen, Germany. So May the 5th, 2011, Darius Michalski wins in the 9th round against Venti Lakatus from Rome. Venti Lakatus from Romania. Let's do that again. So May the 5th, 2011, Darius Michalski wins in the 9th round by KO against Venti Lakatus from Romania in Braunschweig, Germany. And then we got December the 15th, 2001, Darius Michalski wins wins in the 11th round against Richard Hall. So December the 15th, 2001, Darius Michalski wins in 11th round. Referee stops the fight against Richard Hall from the US in Berlin, Germany. So April the 20th, 2002, Darius Michalski wins in the 2nd round by KO against Joey DeGrandis from the US in Gdansk, Poland. So that's the end of the WBO. So now we come to WBA, WBC and IBF titles together. We start on June the 5th, 1999. Roy Jones wins on points against Reggie Johnston over 12 rounds. Reggie Johnston from the US, and that was in Biloxi, Mississippi. And then January the 15th, 2000, Roy Jones wins on points again over 12 rounds against David Telesco from the US in New York. And then May the 3rd, 2000, Roy Jones wins in the 11th round. Referee stops the fight against Richard Hall from Jamaica. That's what I thought. Richard Hall from Jamaica, and it's got him at US against Darius Michalski. I thought it was Jamaica. I was actually thinking that before. So that's interesting. Indianapolis that was, Roy Jones. And I thought he might have tested positive for something after that. That might be the one where he tested positive for something in a supplement called Ripped, Roy Jones, but I might be wrong. But I'm sure that was the fight. But anyway, so it must have been the John Ruiz fight, I think, because that it's like he stepped back down to fight Richard Hall. I might be wrong there, but I'm sure that's right. Anyway, I digress. September the 9th, 2000, Roy Jones wins by retirement in the 10th round against Eric Harding from the US. By retirement, Eric Harding retired in the 10th round. or his corner retired him, not sure. And that was in New Orleans. In fact, February 24th, 2001, Roy Jones wins in the 10th round against Derek Harmon. Retirements. There's 2 ball retirements. It's a bit like sort of Lomachenko in the way he was making people retire Jones by sort of dazzling them, etc. That was at Tampa, Florida, his hometown, Roy Jones. And then the 28th of July 2001, Roy Jones wins on points against Julius Gonzalez over 12 rounds in the US, Los Angeles. Cool. But again, I just realised that Tampa, Florida, it was Pensacola, wasn't it? Where Roy Jones come from. It doesn't really matter, so I digress there. So February 2nd, 2002, Roy Jones. Let's jump forward one, have I? Let's go over that again. So July the 28th, just in case, 2001, Roy Jones wins on points over 12 rounds against Julio Gonzalez over 12 rounds. Julio Gonzalez from US, and that was in Los Angeles. February 2nd, 2002, Roy Jones wins in the 7th round against Glenn Kelly by KO. Glenn Kelly from Australia in Miami. Now, the 7th of September 2002. Roy Jones wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Clinton Woods from England in Portland, Oregon. Yeah, so look, Jones relinquished the title, the world titles, the boxer heavyweight. Yes, that was totally wrong with the thing with Richard Hall. I thought he tested positive something, but no, so that proves wrong. So WBC IBF titles together, April the 26th, 2003, Antonio Tarver wins on points over 12 rounds against Montel Griffith from the US and Mashantucket. I'm going to change over pages. So yes, so we're going to go for WBC title. Yeah, WBC title. Lovely. So WBC title. It's got a bit about Bernard Hopkins up there, 48 years old and 53 days, the oldest champion record. But again, we're going to go for this. So WBC title, November the 8th, 2003. Roy Jones wins on points against Antonio Tarver over 12 rounds in Las Vegas. May the 15th, 2004. Antonio Tarver wins in the 2nd round against Roy Jones by KO in Las Vegas. Tarver was stripped of the WBC title. May the 21st, 2005, Thomas Adamek from Poland wins on points against Paul Briggs of Australia in Chicago, Illinois. October the 15th, 2005, Thomas Adamek wins over Tomaz. So let's just say it right, Tomaz Adamek wins over Thomas Ulrich from Germany in the 6th round by KO in Dusseldorf, Germany. Then October the 7th, 2006, Thomas Adamek wins on points over 12 rounds against Paul Briggs. Again, this one in Rosemont. February the 3rd, 2007, Chad Dawson from the US wins on points against Tomasz Adamek from Poland in Hartford, Connecticut, over 12 rounds on points. So, February the 3rd, 2007, I've already done that one. That was Tomasz Adamek and Chad Dawson beating him over the distance. June the 9th, 2007, Chad Dawson wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Jesus Ruiz of Mexico in Hartford, Connecticut. So let's get that bit right above it though. So February the 3rd, 2007, Chad Dawson wins on points over 12 rounds against Tomasz Adamek. That was in Hartford, Connecticut. Now, the Tomasz Adamek-Paul Briggs fight, above that, was in Rosemont. And Chad Dawson v Tomasz Adamek was in Kissimmee, Florida. So, June 9th, 2007, Chad Dawson wins. Referee stops the fight against Jesus Ruiz, Mexico. Just gone done that. That was in Hartford, Connecticut. And then September the 29th, 2007, Chad Dawson wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Epifanio Mendoza from Colombia. In the 4th round, referee stops the fight in Sacramento, California. So from there, April the 12th, 2008, Chad Dawson wins on points over 12 rounds against Glenn Johnson in Tampa, Florida. Chad Dawson vacated the title. The WC recognised the following fight between Adrian Diacono and Chris Henry for the interim title. April the 19th, 2008, Adrian Diacono from Romania wins on points over 12 rounds against Chris Henry. That's from Bahrain in Montreal, Canada. So June 19th, 2009, Jean Pascal from Canada wins on points over 12 rounds against Adrian Diacono in Montreal, Canada. Then September the 25th, 2009, Jean Pascal wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the fight against Silvio Branco from Italy. He was in the MMA guy, I think, yeah. In Montreal, Canada. On December the 12th, 2009, Jean Pascal wins on points over 12 rounds against Adrian Diacono from Romania again in Montreal, Canada, over 12 rounds on points. The WC also recognised the following fight for the interim title. So November the 7th, 2009, Chad Dawson wins on points against Glenn Johnson over 12 rounds. That was in Hartford, Connecticut. WC upgraded Chad Dawson to world champion. August the 14th, 2010, Jean Pascal wins 11th round technical decision over Chad Dawson in Montreal, Canada. December the 18th, 2010, Jean Pascal drew over 12 rounds with Bernard Hopkins in Quebec City, Canada. Lovely. So May the 21st, 2011, Bernard Hopkins wins over Jean Pascal over 12 rounds on points in Montreal, Canada. October the 15th, 2011, Bernard Hopkins wins, gets a no contest in the 2nd round against Chad Dawson in Los Angeles. And then April the 28th, 2012, Chad Dawson wins on points over 12 rounds against Bernard Hopkins, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then June the 8th, 2013, Adonis Stevenson wins in the 1st round by KO against Chad Dawson in Montreal, Canada. Then Adonis Stevenson again on the 28th of September 2013. Adonis Stevenson beats Travis Crowd in Cloud in the 7th round by retirement from the USA in Montreal, Canada. November the 30th, 2013, Adonis Stevenson wins in the 6th round against Tony Bellew. Referee stops the fight in Quebec City, Canada. 24th of May, 2014, Adonis Stevenson wins on points against Andrzej Fonfara from Poland, Montreal, Canada. December the 19th, 2014, Adonis Stevenson wins by KO against Dmitry Sukhotskiy from Russia, Quebec City, Canada. Last one, April 4th, 2015, Adonis Stevenson beats Sakio Bika from Australia in Quebec City, Canada. Bang.